Yeah, so that's what I'm quite interested in because I played Marvel Rivals. I played the early access, the alpha, all that crap, like whatever, like the different play tests. That shit was fucking fun, man. That shit like gave me flashbacks to OG Overwatch back in like 2012, 6, 15. I don't know, when did Overwatch come out? I don't know. The original Overwatch though is what we're talking about. Like, bro, that shit like had me going. I'm gonna be honest. Like that shit was so good, and I'm actually gonna die to Diana again. Ooh, crazy. Anyways, I'm alive. Um, but like yeah, so like it's just it was so good. Like it gave me flashbacks to Overwatch, and it was just like the OG Overwatch, like when you first were playing the game, and it was like revolutionary to the team, like the team what would it be called, like the team fight, like team FPS games, I don't know, whatever. Point is it was just so good, like the way the game played, the way the art style was, like it was so addictive, bro. I was so upset when that game ended, and I ended on such a high note, bro. I ended swinging as Thor. Like there's a video on it, you guys can check it out. I'm gonna not yap too much about that, but like it was it was so good, man. Like this game, I can't wait for the full
We need to
release.
discuss something of
December.
utmost importance. Who I am does not matter. What
Oh,
is relevant is
did
I've
I
worked
not
in
full screen?
industry and brand management.
My bad. Here.
Marvel. We need to discuss something of utmost importance. Who I am does not matter. What
Yeah,
is
I saw
relevant
this
is
guy
I've worked in
for
industry and brand
Concord,
management,
that
marketing,
video.
public relations, event management, and digital technology consultant. I'm posting this video to identify a unique opportunity for you, which, if missed, would be tantamount to a critical cultural failure. Here's the situation. One of your biggest potential competitors in the video game industry just launched their new product, Concord, for the PlayStation 5 and PC.
Bro, are they
This
memeing
product has
right
brought to
now?
light flaws in the video game industry,
Oh, okay,
causing
maybe
a
not.
divide among the end users of the game industry, as well as mainstream reporting outlets, inciting a significant cultural movement of negativity. Your new product, Marvel Rivals, which
Yeah.
launches in December, shares the same genre as Concord.
Yeah, but that's not the
Concord is a
problem.
game that has launched into unseen levels of commercial and critical failure. It has revealed its hand as a product, and your target audience, your future customers, have had the unique opportunity to voice exactly what it is they do not like and do not want in their
Oh, so he's
products.
saying use it as like a
In the
rubric
unlikely event
to
that your
grade your
brand
thing.
management team has not been doing their job and keeping aware of the industry in which you operate, I am here to identify key factors which I strongly advise you act upon. Your audience and potential customers have made clear the following details. They did not appreciate the combative and dismissive way which Concord was marketed to them. They did not appreciate the focus on diversity, inclusivity, and equity as implemented in a superficial manner with detriment to the end.
Yeah, but like let's be like I get what this guy's trying to do and say, but like I've played Marvel Rivals. Like it's not like that. Like it's gonna sound goofy. The one character that I hate, the way they like I don't feel like they actually represent who they are, and that's the Hulk. I think the Hulk is good as Hulk, but I think Bruce Banner looks like shit. Like bro looks like a nerd in like an old high school movie. Like bro does not look like Bruce Banner. Like Bruce Banner in the comics and the movies either looks like a normal dude or he's raggedy with long hair and looks like a crazy person. Bro is not going around in nerds being like, "Hello guys, how are you doing today? We're going to do the hemorrhoids." Like a fucking Hemmingdinger in here from League. Like, bro, what?
Product. Your audience wants to now talk about a different game in the same space as Concord and has made it clear they want to look forward to and talk about your product, Marvel Rivals. So here is the state of the video game industry as of this week. A cultural divide has grown to levels never before seen between the end users, the publishers and developers, and mainstream reporting outlets. The space for a new game of the same genre as Marvel Rivals has opened up in an unprecedented, significant scale. Your audience is currently discussing the topic of Concord's failure, but that will soon end as the topic grows stale. The negativity that has been
It always
fostered by
does.
Concord amongst the games industry will very soon leave people burned out on negativity. Those people are now primed for positivity, for something good to discuss.
I don't know. Like, are people even that hyped about Marvel Rivals? Like, how do I explain this? Like, without it sounding, just like I know there are people hyped for it, and that like people like the game, but like I haven't seen like a crazy amount of hype for the game. Like, it seems like it's going to be a niche. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's like I think the game's gonna be great. I think it's honestly gonna be a 7 or an 8 out of 10, and that's not going by IGN scores. Oh my god, when they scored Concord, was it a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10? And then they scored, what was that other game? They scored Star Wars Outlaws 7 out of 10. Like Star Wars, I would have put at a 5. I would have put Concord at a 3. Just saying.
Your brand recently gained a
And
significant
that's coming from a Star Wars fan, by the way.
amount of goodwill through the recently launched film, Deadpool and Wolverine, and your upcoming product, Marvel Rivals, is the ideal product to fill the needs of the games industry right
Didn't they already say they were gonna have Wolverine in it? I don't know about Deadpool. Like, I would assume they would, but like, well, yeah, no, they would, because like it wouldn't matter how overpowered he is or whatever, because like they've had like other, like they have, like they don't care about like the bouncing. They like it's balanced to an extent, but they don't overbalance it like Overwatch and make it fucking boring. Like they actually like just let you play the game. Like they just make everybody like overpowered where it doesn't matter because everyone's overpowered in their own way.
now. So now we get to the important part. This is the course of action I strongly advise. With immediacy, publish new gameplay trailers of Marvel Rivals. In these trailers, focus on the heroes, the playable characters, showing their charismatic and visually appealing designs. Show the gameplay.
Yeah, no, he's right. They should do that because honestly, they have not been advertising anything for that game. Like they don't get me wrong, they popped out a few trailers, but like most of them are like cinematics. Like none of them are actual, like there's like maybe 1 or 2 gameplay trailers. The point is like they should be popping that shit out way more than they are.
Featuring the unique identifying traits that set Marvel Rivals apart from existing products. If you have any content even closely related to the topic of gender and identity politics, or diversity, inclusivity, and equity, leave it out. This is non-negotiable. Your audience
I just like I know Marvel's known for doing that stuff, like lately including, but I don't think they really did that in Marvel Rivals. Like I know people were confused when they saw Galacticus or Galactus, whatever his name is, you know what I'm talking about. Big boy, big purple boy. You know, and they were like confused and then everyone realized, "Oh, that's his daughter." And I'm going to be honest, it was a good choice going with his daughter cuz goddamn, she fucking hot. I mean, what? But goddamn, like she's got it, like they did a good voice, she works well for like the announcer, like all that stuff, like it's good. Like, you know, I don't think it's like I don't care if it is for diversity or whatever, like that shit's good
does not want to be
because I don't got a problem with diversity. I just don't want it being to the point where it makes the game suffer.
lectured to, and people who have been marginalized due to their identity do not want to be pandered to.
Yeah.
Keep your trailers short, to the point, and frequent. At least
Hey, don't keep them short. I want a long gameplay. You can do long trailers, or they could even do like a kind of like the Monster Hunter trailers we were watching, where they went through like they have each trailer for each character. They could do that too. I think Overwatch did something like that too when they were releasing their crap.
for the next week, frequently post trailers and give your audience something to look forward to and discuss. With immediacy, deploy a public relations manager and community manager to liaison with content creators online. It is absolutely vital these managers have a strong understanding of the current cultural landscape and how to effectively communicate.
See, the problem with a game like Marvel Rivals doing ads this early is they are going to have to do all the current characters throughout this month and the next month, because it's only September and the game comes out in December. And then they're going to have to do the newer characters that weren't in the beta slash alpha slash, I don't even think the beta actually came out, sorry, alpha, the playtest, and the early access, whatever, like, you know what I'm talking about. They are going to need to have that be like they're going to have those later on, closer to December, to get the real hype. And then they're going to have to do an epic Doom cinematic with like all the different heroes. Like, I know they did like a cinematic with Doom, but it needs to be like, this needs to be an epic fight. Like, they need to do that in December before the game comes out. Or actually, no, they would do it the month before, because it comes out like, I think December 3rd. I think it comes out really early in December. But you guys get my point. Like, they need to do that if they want to do like what this guy's talking about, like the marketing strategy.
Communicate with your audience without pandering or condescending to them. Sony fumbled this step with Concord and paid the price with their
I'm gonna be honest, it was not just advertising with Concord. Like, yes, that was a problem, but that game just, like, I liked I don't know names, so sorry, but I liked the Asian girl and like the guy with like the revolver that was like McCree, and then I think the vacuum robot was kind of funny from like what I saw. I never played the game because I don't got money to pay for an early access, bro, or a beta or whatever to try a game that only has 300 concurrent players. But yeah, like that, like the advertising was not the only problem. Like 98% of, maybe I'm being a little too mean, maybe 95% of the available heroes or whatever they were called, the playable characters, sucked cheeks. And that's just a fact. They sucked
launching
booty
Dead on
cheeks.
Arrival. You cannot afford to make the same mistake. You may be asking why I am making this video and offering this advice. I generally do not work for free and only offer my services.
Well, you're not working for free. You're going to get
retainer.
This guy's going to probably get like, you know, at least 100K views on this. Like, that's some good YouTube money, bro. Like, you ain't doing this shit for free. Let's be honest. Now, are you also doing this so good games come out? Probably. Maybe. We don't know. I can't read your mind. But, bro, let's not act like you aren't getting money for this. Like, you know, we know this video is gonna pop off. Like, I never even watched you before, and I've gotten like your videos. Like, let's be real.
But the video games industry is in trouble, and the video game industry is my industry. Now more than ever, we need unity. We need something we can agree upon, and we need a champion. We need a king. When you launch a product like Marvel Rivals, you do not aim to be just financially successful.
Bro said, "I am king."
You aim to be the king. And the fastest way to become the
king... did the Dune thing. He's like, "I am," whatever. I can't remember what he says. You know what I'm saying, though. Oh, that's crazy.
King is to tear down a tyrant. And Concord is a tyrant on its knees.
Bro, it is not a tyrant, bro. It was a little peasant on its knees getting fucked on all fours, bro.
Strike hard.
Let's be real.
Me, I am not anyone special. I am not a YouTuber or an influencer. And I'm not a superhero. But when it comes to understanding people, when it comes to steering an industry in the right direction, I could do this all day.
Damn, he just flexed. That's crazy. Bro said, bro is Captain America? Bro making Captain America references in here? Damn. Okay. You know, that was actually a pretty good, that was a pretty good video, damn. Short, sweet, got to the point. I don't know, I'm just trying to think what to say here, because it's just like, I don't know if Marvel Rivals really needed this video. Now, is it good and like nice that he did it? Yes, and like it brings up the discussion, and it also boosts, like, look, it already has like what, 20, oh, actually only has 20K views in 4 days. That's crazy. I would actually expect it to have way more. Okay, either like it's not a small amount, but like compared to like, you know, what I was thinking it was gonna have, I thought it was gonna have 100K. But either way, point is, like, don't get me wrong, like it is good that he's doing this, though, because it is kind of advertising Marvel Rivals on its own. And, like, you know, bringing up the discussion, like, is it going to be a flop like Concord? I personally don't think so. But I honestly think it'll seal a lot of Overwatch players away, including with how big an IP Marvel is and how many people like it, or they'll like coexist, you know, one or the other. But here, let me actually switch this so you guys have something to look at while we are talking about this. Okay, anyways. But yeah, I think it's actually going to be a pretty I think it's be a pretty good release, but I definitely agree they do need to do more advertising, which I think is the main point of this video, because it's just like I don't think they've released like the last ad they released was like, sorry, not ad, but like I've never even seen a YouTube ad for them. But like YouTube video that they released to advertise the game was like back when the alpha playtest, I think it was, ended, whatever the last playtest was. Like that's the last time I've ever seen anything for it. And like I know the devs did some kind of like live stream, but I'm gonna be honest, that live stream was kind of dog shit. Like it was just them like like no, it wasn't even them. I think it was like it might have been some uh it might have been some devs, but like mainly it was just like random content creators. And I'll be honest, they were boring as hell. Like they were fucking dog water, and it was they were just like I didn't have much to work with. I'm gonna be honest. They were just I think they only could like play the training room is what it looked like. That's what they were doing. They were all just in the training room. Like they couldn't even play against bots or with bots, which is like just ugh, that's rough. Either way, that's like the last thing I saw about the game. So yeah, I do agree they do need to work on that advertising. What else should we is there anything else I'm missing here? But yeah, like I don't think there's the diversity problem that Concord, the dead game. I don't think they have the same problems. I just think like they were pretty receptive with the community. I'm gonna be honest. Like they had 3 surveys when I played like the last playtest, and they were they were asking like the in-depth questions. They were asking about the gameplay mainly. Sometimes like some of the art direction, like all that stuff. Like I genuinely think Marvel Rivals will be the either next Overwatch or it'll at least be one of like the alongside competitors. Like unless they somehow flop it, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Like they would really have to, they would really have to do like a somersault backflip to make that shit fail. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe. Peace.